Essential oil buyers are increasingly using AI systems to ask high-intent questions, best brands, safest options, pricing comparisons, and which companies to trust. In the June 2026 benchmark, that behavior creates a very clear split. Some brands are being named, a smaller group is being recommended, and that distinction is now commercially important. Hey, I'm Mark Huntley, founder and CEO of Sitework Studio. At Sitework Studio, we study how brands show up across Google, AI answers, and the public sources buyers trust before making decisions, and how that visibility turns into credible citations, comparisons, and recommendations. The benchmark studied 10 essential oil brands across 1,277 observations on 6 AI platforms: ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, Perplexity, Google AI Mode, and Google AI Overviews. The public analysis focused on 3 high-intent clusters: best essential oil brands and top picks, brand comparisons, and pricing or cost evaluation. Those are the moments where buyers are moving from general research into shortlist formation. The headline is simple: plant therapy leads every meaningful recommendation metric. It appears in 52.3% of observations, earns valid recommendations in 34%, and has a 32.1% top 3 recommendation rate. Its average recommended rank is 1.33, which means when it is recommended, it is usually first or second. Plant therapy captures $1.26 million in modeled monthly AI authority value, representing 6.1% of the total $20.6 million monthly opportunity. That modeled value is an estimate based on the benchmark's valuation model. It should be understood as AI opportunity value, not revenue, pipeline, or booked sales. Eden's Garden is the strongest challenger. It appears in 36.8% of observations, has a net sentiment score of 0.72, and earns valid recommendation coverage of 22.2%. Its top 3 recommendation rate is 18.5%, placing it firmly in second position. Together, Plant Therapy and Eden's Garden capture $1.93 million of the $397 million in total captured AI authority value across the 10 brands studied. That is 48.6% of all captured value. In other words, the recommendation layer of the essential oil market is already concentrated around a small number of well-evidenced brands. The most important strategic lesson in the report is the gap between citation presence and recommendation coverage. doTERRA appears in 29.1% of observations. Young Living appears in 28.4%. Those are strong visibility numbers, but both brands convert less than 10% of their presence into valid recommendations. In the consideration cluster, doTERRA carries a negative net sentiment score of -0.09, while Young Living carries -0.24. Young Living also has an average recommended rank of 4.19, the weakest among brands that receive any recommendations. Combined, doTERRA and Young Living account for 57.4% of all observations, yet capture only 3.5% of total AI opportunity value. For leadership teams, that is the core warning. Mentions measure presence. Valid recommendations measure influence. Top 3 rate measures shortlist inclusion. Rank 1 rate measures default choice status. These metrics can move in very different directions. The benchmark points to a broader reason this gap exists. AI systems appear to reward brands with stronger public evidence layers, detailed product information, comparison-friendly content, positive review profiles, and community discussions. For essential oil buyers, trust signals matter. Purity, transparency, pricing, and product quality are all part of the decision. AI systems draw on public material that can support those claims. The report identifies several source environments that appear to shape AI answers in the category: official brand websites, product pages, ingredient transparency, purity testing documentation, editorial reviews, comparison articles, Amazon and Trustpilot reviews, Reddit threads, wellness communities, aromatherapy and wellness publications, and video reviews or brand comparisons. The report also notes a limitation. No Ahrefs data was provided, so the traditional search and source footprint layer could not be independently assessed. The citation patterns described are inferred from the benchmark's observation data and public analysis. Several brands show how recommendation stage visibility can break down. Now, Foods, 𝐿 and Revive essential oils have moderate to strong citation presence, but low recommendation conversion. That suggests the issue is deeper than awareness. Public Goods has effectively no recommendation footprint, with 0 valid recommendations across all platforms and clusters in the benchmark. Its $18,000 in modeled monthly AI authority value comes from visibility assist only. Rocky Mountain Oils has the highest net sentiment score in the category at 0.78 and 0 negative visibility, but its modeled AI authority value is $160,000. That suggests positive sentiment without enough citable volume to compete for top positions. Vitruvi is also important. It has low overall visibility but performs notably well in the evaluation cluster, capturing $223,000 in modeled value. That points to strength in comparison content, even if the brand is less visible in broader consideration prompts. The commercial takeaway is that the essential oil category is experiencing shortlist compression. AI platforms are narrowing buyer consideration sets toward brands with stronger public evidence and clearer recommendation support. For leaders, the priority is prompt-level monitoring across buyer stages: consideration, evaluation, and decision. Track where the brand is mentioned, where it is actually recommended, which competitors are preferred, and which sources are shaping the answer. In essential oil discovery, the brands that build a stronger citation architecture around reviews, comparisons, community proof, transparency, and third-party evidence are better positioned to win the AI-generated shortlist.